Good morning, everybody. This is Becky here at Aunt Beck's Creations. Sorry, y'all will have to forgive the once in a while cough because I am just getting better from the crud. Anyway, today we're going to do the smooth stitch, which I have mine here, and I'm going to show you something real quick so you're aware of it. This curls like a watch. So yeah, you're going to have to work with the curling. So I'm going to turn you guys around just a little bit. Let's see if I can read through the instructions really quick. So, yeah. This is the stitch, all right? And it says, to create the smooth stitch, you're going to insert your hook from the front around the back bar or the right leg as shown in the right picture and crochet a Tunisian simple crochet or simple stitch. So I need to back off here so you can see this, what they're talking about. So let me get backed off here. And I am finding this one works up really tight. So this block is going to be smaller than all of my others, even though I'm still using the 20 stitches. So keep that in mind. You might need to add a few more stitches, maybe up to 5 more stitches to end up with the same size block. This one works up really tight. Even if I try to be loose, it's like it tightens back up on itself. All right. And there's something else you have to keep in mind with this one. But let's just do a row in this stitch first. And it's going to be a full-on row because I'm working on my block as we go. All right. So let me see if I can get rid of some of this excess light real quick. Sometimes too much light is a real problem too. I just have all the curtains open because it's an absolutely beautiful day. All right. So it curls, like I said, it curls like crazy. All right. So if you got it open and you can see the bars, there's a front bar and then there's the back bar. What you have to do is you have to take your hook, go between these first 2 stitches, get your hook so it catches that back bar. See how I am right here? Catch that back bar, pull it so you can pull your stitch through. And that is the easiest way to get into that stitch the way they want you to. So you find in between the next 2 stitches, grab the back bar with the hook. Don't get the front bar, you want just that back bar, and then do a Tunisian simple through it. And you're going to do that all the way across. So I'll do that real quick. And that's the stitch, okay? So you're just going between the stitches, you catch the back bar with your hook, pull it out where you can get to it, and then Tunisian simple through it. And now you will notice something, that as you're working this block, the stitches go at an angle. So on every 3rd to 4th row, what you have to do something, and I'll show you that on the next round. Okay. Let's finish this row, and then I don't want to jump too far ahead until you're sure you got it. But it's pretty simple. You just go between them, grab the back bar on the next stitch, Tunisian simple through it, and then go on to the next. But it is a battle to deal with this curling. Just wanted to let you guys know that this particular stitch is extra curly. And I'm thinking I'll have to like dampen this yarn and then maybe pin it to a piece of foam or something to get it to even be workable. But it's the next stitch, so I figured we might as well learn it. Whether we use this particular block or not, I'm going to leave that up to you guys. But you will have said, I learned to do the smooth stitch. So in between the 2 stitches, grab the back bar of the next stitch, Tunisian simple. I mean, it's a really easy stitch. It's just managing this curling is what drives me absolutely crazy. We're almost to the end, and then I'll have to work it back off. So once you get, well, Callie's not happy. I closed the curtain. You do have to be careful about the thread splitting on you. See how I've split that thread? So I'll have to drop that back off. See if I can get all of it again. And if you're using a yarn that splits easily, you might want to find something else to try this stitch with, because it's just, yeah. Let's see, is that the last one? How many stitches do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And then when you get to the end, you do the side stitch. So look for the little mountain and do your Tunisian simple through the side. All right. So now let me work this back off. So now the next row, what you have to do, every third or fourth row, you have to decide that how often you want to do this next process. But what you do, whoops, this curling, I'm telling you, it'll drive you mad. Just keep in mind that it's going to do this. All right, so to alleviate the way this wants to kind of tilt to the right, on the third or fourth row, or however often you want to do it to try to keep your block square, what you do, you get all the way to the end here. So on the next row, whoops, the next row, you're going to skip this first bar. Go to the next one. All right, and then start your stitches there. You just skip that first bar. You take it up. You just skip it, and then when you get to the other side, on the very last stitch, what you're going to do is work first in the back bar like you're doing the stitch, but then you add a stitch back by going and doing a Tunisian simple around the front post as well on that last stitch. See, I try to work it a little looser and it just tightens down. This is one I should probably do several of just to get the practice. But it's quite a simple stitch. I mean, you're just going to the back and getting around that. You go from the front around to the back side, scoop up just that back bar, and then Tunisian simple. But it's really easy to get way too tight, which I think that's part of my struggle is I don't want to end up with huge loops on the back, but this one's a tricky one, tension-wise. This is definitely not one you're going to get in a hurry over. And that's okay. This is something to occupy our hands and to learn something new. And every day that you can learn something new is a good day. All right, let's see. We've got a couple more. All right, so let's see. I think this is the last bar here. So on this last one, go ahead and do the one in the back bar, just like you've done across, if I can get a hold of it. Where is it? do a stitch in that one, just like that. Then find the front bar and do another stitch on that. And what that does is you've just picked up the stitch that you dropped off over here. And then do your side bar. Your side stitch. And I should now have 20 stitches. But see how tight it's gotten on me? Practice, practice, practice. If you need to rip it out, just keep in mind you might have to rip it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Did I miss one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I did. I missed one. Well, the easiest thing to do is back all the way to the end. Pull this back out. I did. I skipped too many over here. So you've got the side here in this first stitch. You're going to skip this one and go in this other one. That's why I always count my stitches. See if I can work it looser. Of course, it's wanting to divide. The yarn is wanting to separate all up now. Let's see. I want to make sure I'm missing one. Yeah, I am. I don't know if I've got it separated enough. There's one. But yeah, when you're doing one of the rows, you skip a stitch at the front and then you pick it up on that last one. Hopefully this time I have the right count. I'm trying to work looser. You can tell if you've caught part of the front bar because it'll be hard to pull that back bar out and around here. Trying to work looser. All right, I can't look at chat while I'm doing this, but I'm going to look at chat here in a minute. So if you've got a question, put it in caps, please. And for anybody that's new, I have my chat set to subscribers only to protect my subscribers from the nonsense. That doesn't mean it doesn't pop up in my comments later. I try to monitor them off. Just don't click on any links that look fishy or, is in a foreign language or anything down below because it'll take you to naughty sites that nobody wants to really see. Sorry for the heavy breathing, but it's the only way I can breathe right now. It's getting better, though. At least I don't sound like I'm about to croak. Oops. And I know a lot of people do a lot of twisting around their finger and all this with their yarn. I just don't do it. I don't hold my yarn like that. But everybody has to find out what works for them. All right, so there I'm around the back bar. And then I want to do around that front bar as well. If I can get the thing to come on. And then in the side, starting to work tight again. I can feel myself doing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yay, 20. So this is the smooth stitch. It's really pretty, but you can see how it works. It angles toward the right. That's why, like every third or fourth row, you have to skip your first bar on this end and then pick it up in your last bar over here by doing a stitch in the back bar and in the front bar. That's how you get it so your stitches are, evening out toward the left. And again, my squares have been working out at about 5¼ inches. Let me get you guys over here. But this one, because it's working up so bloomin' tight, even if I stretch it out, it comes to just 5 inches. And see how it's narrowed up on me? It's a shrinking violet, I guess we could call it a shrinking violet, because look, it's not even 5 inches really. So I don't know what I'll do with this one. Maybe I'll use this one to put a small pocket on the sweater I have planned. Or, I don't know. I might just make another whole block with maybe 5 additional stitches in this stitch only. I've been doing 20 stitches and they've all worked out pretty close. And it's a lovely stitch. It really is. It's just, wow, this curling, watch. Bloop. It's almost maddening, but it's a lovely stitch. And I want to wish you, everybody that's going to do it, good luck and happy birthday to Carol. Happy birthday to Carol. So any questions, you guys? Yes, it is a celebration when I have 20 stitches. That means I don't have to drop it all and go back to the beginning of the row. It's a shrinky dink. It goes. You could almost make some kind of little animal and just maybe bring your ends together and stitch them up, and you'd have a little worm or a snake if you did it long enough. So any questions? Good morning to everybody. And I see Lori is on, and she's doing felting of a 3D owl. And for anybody that didn't see it, because not everybody can see my community tab, and they're not on Facebook, here's my little owl all finished. Let me back up a little bit so you can see her. And I don't have any names for any of my owls. Everybody else is naming their owls. She's Miss No Name right now. See if I can get this computer to cooperate with me. What on earth are you doing? There we go. So there she is. Ta-da! I took some of the trim that I used on her wing and I put it as part of her eyeballs. She's got 2 different buttons. And this is just a piece of wool felt. And she's heavy bottomed because she's got rice in her butt. And that helps her stand up. So next week, we're going to learn the Tunisian knit stitch. So it's the stitch that looks just like it's been knitted. Whoops. And this is what I'm thinking, a pullover sweater, something like this. I've been working on the counts of blocks I need to end up with something that I can wear. So, yeah. All right. If you guys want to do a striped version of this, you can. I think this single block of the smooth stitch is going to be plenty for me. And I wish you guys luck. Oh, I just sat on Howard. Poor Howie. All right, guys, my voice is done. Miss Eloise. Eloise Owl. Okay, her name can be Eloise. All right, guys, I will see you, some of you, over at Lori's. And good luck with your smooth stitch. And I will see you guys later. Bye-bye, everybody.